Today on Talk Stoop, we have a powerful group of forces to be reckoned with. First up, we're chatting with WWE superstar Ronda Rousey, who stopped by to chat about her new wrestling career and her movie, Mile 22, where she starred opposite Mark Wahlberg. Not a bad day in the office, if you ask me. Can we just point out how flawless your toes are?
Thank you.
See, when you got beautiful feet like this, you could do this. My feet, no, absolutely not.
These
I
are
think I have
feet.
a corn right now.
No, you don't. You want to see what these feet can do? I've broken every single one of my toes.
What?
My pinky toes are like Lamborghini doors. Ready? Pow!
Oh my God!
I know. I've broken them both like 3 times at least in torn ligaments.
Oh my gosh, does it hurt?
No, but it's like, it sucks sometimes. I'm like, want to put on like a high heel that's complicated, and then my toes like that way. Like,
oh, poor baby.
Oh, I know. There's been a couple times on carpet, so I had like a toe like escape, you know, and like just like take a left, you know, see something shiny, and then I'm like, oh shoot, do I bend down and tuck it back in, or do I get like one of those pictures of like she's smiling through the pain while her toe is coming out? Yeah, I'm like, no, it's not. It's not painful. It's just, you know, it's an occupational hazard.
Man, how did it do on Mile 22? Did it act up during the movie when you were filming?
No, because on Mile 22, I got to have some nice like
real combat boots.
Yeah, I kind of kept my toes together, and yeah, it was a lot of running, jumping, climbing trees.
I don't want to spoil what you do at the end, but I was sad.
Aww.
But you went out hard.
You just, what do you mean you don't want to spoil
but
it?
I can't say how. I can't say how, but it was good.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And that point, the last thing I'm gonna say about it, you had a little smirk. But you had a cute smirk. Okay, anyway,
I'm not gonna give anything away, but it was sunny outside, and there were 3 people to your left, and then you looked over and you said, "Hi, Desiree." And then, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I love it. What are you thinking about when you're mean mugging everybody? You have one of the best mean mugs ever.
It's not good.
It's good.
It's not good. No, I mean the mean mug's good, but what I'm thinking ain't good because I love you, Kat Zingano. You're the sweetest girl ever. I love her.
Yes.
I fought her before, but every single time I got into like a stare down with her, I was like, I'm gonna leave you unrecognizable to your children. I was like thinking like the craziest things, and
but you have to think crazy.
Yeah, it's your life in that situation, and I love her.
Yeah, but I love you, but I'm still gonna beat you. Like, what's up? What's been the best part about WWE?
It's just all like feel goodness. It's hard to like be down on yourself, you know, like, cause it's easy to be like, everyone has their days where you're like, you know, I suck and I'm the worst in the world, and you're having one of those days and you walk out into a room full of thousands of people.
The baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
And they all go, wow,
how you feel.
And you walk out and you're like, hi, and they go, hi. And you're like, I want to do some stuff. They're like, cool. And you're like, I'm gonna see you later, okay? And they're like, all right, thanks, bye. And it's just like, I can't have low self-esteem right now.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, the only problem, I'm worried about getting addicted to it, you know? Like, I don't know, hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be able to, you know,
I don't
walk
get
away
that
with
vibe
the time.
from you.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I don't have an addictive personality? I don't.
You don't come off like that. I feel like you're good. You're solid. How good does it feel to be around all these beautiful, strong ladies in WWE? Because I feel like this is a movement right now.
It's so amazing because, like, when I was growing up in school, like, it was really hard for me to find other girls that I could really relate to, you know? It's just so awesome to be, like, in an entire, like group of women that are all like-minded and motivated and ambitious and care about the same things that I do, and I feel like it isn't like me versus the world. It's like all of us together, in pursuit of the one common goal.
How's married life going for you?
It's amazing. It's a sleepover with my best friend forever. He's like suspiciously perfect. I called him this morning. I'm like, hey babe, how's it going? What are you doing? And he's like, I'm seasoning your pans. Cause he got me cast iron pans. Cause I like loved cooking in the pan, and then I always cooked everything in this one pan. Right. He got me a whole bunch of cast iron pans, and I got too busy to season them. And so while I was gone, he was spending his morning seasoning my pan. Yeah, and I'm just like, all of the babies, you have all the babies. You're right.
You're everything. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I was like, oh, married life, that's the sexiest thing you ever said.
Yes.
You seasoning my pan, let's go.
Like, how did you know he was the one?
Oh man, it was so crazy. I knew him for a year and a half before I realized it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Like I feel like I've known him for like a million lifetimes before, and one day I just like, oh my God, it's you! Like, how did I not realize this? And yeah, it just needed the right time.
Man, I really enjoy your vibe. I'm so happy that we had a chance to talk. You know, it's rare that I come across somebody where I feel like I've known them for such a long time, but your vibe, the way, you know, it's your aura, I really appreciate it, man, and I'm happy for all of your success.
Thank you. My aura hasn't been complimented in a while, so thank you. My aura's blushing.
Buckle your seatbelts, because next up, we have Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. was honestly one of the most energetic people I've ever met. His energy is so contagious. We talked about his stint on Broadway in Chicago and his directorial debut. This guy is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. We were just talking about you coming back home to the Bronx. I miss you. Cuba Gooding Jr., what's up, man?
You know, just been international. You know?
Yeah, I see you out here.
Yeah.
And now you're going to do Broadway.
I'm doing
here.
Broadway, yeah.
New York City.
I know. Chicago, the musical.
This is amazing.
No,
man.
it's great. I did 4 months of it on the West End in London.
Right.
Playing Billy Flynn, and they said, you know, do you want to bring it to Broadway? I said, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
And here I come.
How's it different, I guess, performing here in New York City and doing it here on this Broadway versus somewhere else?
It's the energy of the audiences that I can't wait for. You know, playing Billy Flynn in a musical, singing and dancing 8 shows a week, 6 days a week is going to be phenomenal. It's gonna be
I didn't know you could sing like that.
You know?
I didn't know.
You gotta come see the show, yo.
I didn't know. So let's talk about your directorial debut.
Yes, Bayou Caviar. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm very excited. Thank you. The first day of filming, I got no sleep the night before because I was just, you know, it's that anxiety.
Oh.
And I stepped on that stage, and my DP, Vidigo, says, what would you like to shoot? You know, the German DP.
Yeah.
Worked with Woody Allen in his movies.
Wow.
And I looked at the set, and I remembered my prep, and I said, I want to shoot this scene, let's go. And then from that moment on, every question that anybody had about the script, about characters, anything, I just was there.
Okay, so I want you to be 100% honest with me. Do you get annoyed when people say, show me the money?
No. Well, they don't say it like that.
Right. Yeah. How do they usually say? I'm like,
show me the money. You know? Come on, Cube, yell it one time. That's how they say it.
And you never get upset. I love
No, I don't get upset. It's back up. Back up.
But that's so good, because, you know, sometimes I never know, you know, with actors, they might feel a certain way, like, don't bring up that, you know, something that I did a while ago, but it's so amazing, right?
I'll never forget the first time I was somewhere with my dad, and somebody goes, Trey, and I was all embarrassed about it. And my dad said, hey, you might only ever be known as Trey from Boys in the Hood, so don't look down on that. And I was like, wow, he's right. But he was wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Do you keep in touch with anybody from Boys in the Hood? And
oh, yeah.
Really?
Cube and I talk all the time. And John Singleton did the episode 5 of The People vs. O.J. Simpson.
No.
He directed that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So when we were on the set of Boys in the Hood, it was his directorial debut, his college thesis, and my first lead film. Ricky! So as our careers kind of blossom, we kind of look like
always get back together. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
No, that's cool.
I was reading that you said that playing OJ was the darkest role that you've ever had.
No, I never said that.
Okay, never?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like,
yeah, it was one of those. I used to laugh at actors when they go, oh, you know, it took me a while to shake the character, and I was like, that's you're just trying to hustle. But it's true. It's like the dark characters leave an imprint on your soul that it takes a while to shake.
The people would ask that Mr. Simpson step forward and try on the gloves recovered from Bundy and Rockingham.
So I had to explore both sides of that personality, you know, and you felt schizophrenic, you know.
Right.
It was deep.
It was deep.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're very in tune with things like when...
I believe we're all connected, all of us, all of our energies, all over the world. And I can say that having been an international film actor since I was 19, 20. I was in Australia in like 1995, and there was an Aborigine playing that, and he looked at me, oh, Trey, Boys in the Hood. That's a true story. That's a true story. So when you think of that, I know it's crazy, but when you think of that as us, as a nation of people, as a world community, we're really closer connected than we want to believe we are.
Do you look out for new actors? Like
100%, 100%. You got a resume?
I can't act. I could play myself. I could be like, hey,
That's
I'm
all
here.
I'd ever want you to do.
Just me, myself.
That's all you, that's a real actor is when you're playing yourself.
I'm already in, guys. Here we go. No, I'm kidding.
It's funny how it's this resurgence of women as directors. Ooh, can they do it? All my drama coaches in my entire high school and all through, before I became a professional actor, they were all women.
Oh, wow.
All of
This
them.
is
Diana
powerful.
Horn, all of these women. Tony Livingston. These were the women that taught me how to be the entertainer I am today. So they can't be directors? I mean, it's like, you know.
I love it. So now we're going to credit all the women in the world for all your success. I love
That's
it.
right. That's right.
I love that you're okay with this. This makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about everything that's happening. And, you know, I feel like for so long, women just didn't get the look. They didn't get the looks that they deserve. And still a long way to go.
Long way to go. Yeah.
Does that bother you?
No, it's all part of the conversation. Yeah. Have to have the open conversations.
I feel like
razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. I'm excited, and here you are back home.
8 shows a week, 6 days a week, right down the street.
This is so amazing. Congratulations.
Sitting on the stoop.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Welcome back home, and stay home.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, we're chatting with the rap god himself, Ice Cube.
Accommodations for Talk Stoop are furnished by 135 West 52nd. These exclusive private condominiums feature 1 to 4 bedroom residences, duplexes, and triplex penthouses. Luxurious finishes and amenities await in this 12,000 square foot private lounge, ideal for relaxing and entertaining alike. Recharge in the 75-foot long custom mosaic tiled pool. This is elevated living at its finest. Available for immediate occupancy. To learn more, visit 135west52nd.com.
Ice Cube has evolved into so much more than just being an unbelievably successful rapper, and he's currently focusing his attention on his new basketball league, Big 3. Cube revealed his favorite basketball player of all time. Let's see if we agree. First off, it's an honor to be sitting here with you right now. Ice Cube, Triple OG.
Yeah.
Did you think Big 3 was going to be this successful? Because here we are, season 2.
I had great expectations for it. And I wouldn't have put my, heart and soul into it if I thought it was not up to par. To me, it was just a great idea, that these guys still can really play.
Oh, yeah.
And it does a lot for their self-esteem, and it does a lot for their soul to be able to get back on the court, to go through the pros. You look up, you're 33, 34, and they tell you you're done.
It's crazy.
Adios. Now, I couldn't imagine somebody telling me, at that age that I'm done, I can't do it no more. No more music, no more movies. I have something in my heart for the athlete that has to go through that. So to be able to do something, to have a place where, they can still get their ball on against their peers.
Okay, so Cube, you're about to go hoop right now, and you have to either pick LeBron to run with or Kobe to run with. Who's it gonna be? They're both on the bench. Like, what's up, Cube?
I want Kobe because LeBron was given natural gifts by God.
Right.
Okay? Kobe willed himself to that.
Right.
So it's a different mentality. Not saying that LeBron don't work hard and will himself to victories, but he was born with these gifts. So I don't know if I want that guy. I want the guy who worked for it, because he's the dog I want to fight with.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Cube, I want to talk to you a little bit about music, because you are definitely one of the founders of not just gangster rap music, but just, hip hop. So when you look at hip hop and rap now, what's been the biggest difference?
It was more money in it when we started.
Yeah.
It was a lucrative thing. If I told you back in 1989 or 87 that you would have to pay for water, but music would be free, people would look at me like I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different dynamic. And also, what I noticed, a lot of artists are using auto-tunes I can hear people on the radio. You didn't tell me who it was, just by the voice, I knew what rapper that was. I can't do that no more, you know, it's like, which one is that? Oh, which one is that? Because they all sounding exactly the same, so you don't really know who is who by the voice.
Do you worry for your kids being in the industry? Did you have that worry initially when they were first like, Dad, this is what I want to do? Or were you just like, all right, but you got to really work for this, like, you know, and I'm going to tell you when it's not looking good for you right now?
Yeah, you know, it's like, your talent got to speak for itself, you know. Your name is not gonna help you. You gotta have it. You know, when my son, when it was time for him to do Straight Outta Compton, we put him through the ringer. he had to put up with us for 2 years of go with this coach and act with this person, go fly to New York, and you know, and he did it. You know, he did what it took, and he ended up actually, when you lined up all the auditions, he was the best person for the job. Straight up.
And that must have been a really proud moment for you.
Yeah, it is. You know, you know, as a parent, you're just proud when your kids step up. I mean, it makes you feel extremely good because all you're doing is really trying to get them the ammunition to step up when it's time. Yeah. And when they do it, you're like, damn, I wasn't that bad as a parent.
They did good for themselves.
Yeah, I don't suck.
Oh, you definitely don't suck. Now, Q, are we going to see another Friday?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. You know, we working on it.
Break yourself, fool!
What's cool about Friday and why people love it is it's the day the bully gets his ass whooped. Everybody love the day the bully gets his ass whooped. Everybody remember the day the bully gets his ass whooped. And anybody can do Friday. Anybody can sit on the porch with their crazy, stupid friend and just trip off the neighborhood.
Well, Cube, it's a complete honor to be sitting here and talking to you about all the great, great visions you brought to life. Thank you so much, Q. It means a lot. Coming up next, my new friend, the beautiful Debra Messing. Will and Grace star Debra Messing proves that she and her castmates still got it over a decade later with their hit NBC reboot. Listen as we discuss how it felt for her to be reunited with Jack, Karen, and Will. They seriously have the most insane TV chemistry. I can't believe I'm sitting here with you. I've been such a fan of yours for so long.
Thank you so much.
I'm just happy you made it.
I am too.
Okay, so Debra, tell me, why did you want to be part of the reboot? What, you know, made you push it through?
You have to vote.
No, it is un-American not to. Somehow, by like the grace of God, like the four of us happened to be able to be in LA for the same day to do that little election video, and it got 7.5 million views, and the people at NBC were like, huh, I guess they still have fans.
They still got it.
Maybe we want to think about bringing them back.
Yeah. And
here
we are.
And we thought, you know what? This is a good time to come back. Right. The show always has been very provocative and pushing the envelope and talking about what's happening in, you know, right now in politics and pop culture, and it just felt like, you know, the world's a little crazy right now, and why don't we bring a little joy and laughter into that world if we can.
Why do you think fans, for so many of us, why do you think we fell in love with it, like from your perspective?
I think because it was outrageous at the time.
Yeah.
You're a disgrace to your people.
Oh, see, it is not so easy for a guy to meet another guy in this city. It's a raining man!
The comedy, you know, was bold, and because of the censors, we couldn't say what you could say on cable.
Right.
And the writers found really funny ways of getting around it. So they were still really naughty, but talking in code.
Yeah.
And I think that was fun also.
Getting back on set together with everybody, did the chemistry feel the same?
I don't think any of us realized the impact of, you know, being together for 8 years at such a pivotal time in our careers, and how much that meant. And now it's like, okay, until we die, we're going to be, it's the foursome.
Now, Grace is known to be a little neurotic, okay, very neurotic, but we love that.
Yes.
Do you feel at all in your life
Yes.
that you might be a little neurotic?
I have to say, I am less neurotic now than I was when I was playing Grace back in the day. And I think that comes with maturity.
Time.
You know, and time. It's like, I now accept all the things that, you know, make me unique, and perhaps back then I didn't appreciate as being unique. I thought of them as being not good enough.
Well,
And
listen,
I'm
you
not
look
gonna
amazing, though.
Well, thank you very much.
You look incredible.
Thank you. Well, you know, that's the other thing that comes, you know, is being responsible for your own health.
Right.
And that is head to toe.
Yeah.
You know, I cut out sugar and alcohol and coffee and gluten and dairy, and, you know, I just did a clean sweep.
Wow.
And as a result, I have a lot more energy, and I feel like my skin is better than it's ever been.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Your teeth are shining.
I'm looking at your teeth. Your teeth are
I'm literally staring at yours right now.
Colgate Optic White.
Is that it?
Is that what you use? Oh yeah, I've been using it for so many years, I can't even tell you. Because I mean, you drink coffee, you drink red wine, there are all these different things that stain your teeth.
Right.
You know, and you don't like recognize it as your teeth get duller and duller until you look at other pictures and you're like, wait a second, that's kind of gray. That's kind of not pretty.
So yeah, no, I'm literally staring at them, and I feel like if you watch this interview back,
we're gonna be like
this the whole time. How's your son doing?
He's so good. He's 14.
Oh my gosh. So how is this raising a teenager?
I mean, I think the best part is literally just watching him grow into the human that he is going to be as an adult, you know, and literally seeing those incremental changes happening. And it's kind of a miracle. And, you know, the hardest thing is hormones. Hormones, you know, and it's like, oh, we're there, okay? And also recognizing, oh, I remember being a freshman in high school, and I remember having all of these feelings, and it's like, all right, I've got to recognize it. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
You know.
How were your parents when you wanted to pursue your dreams? Were they supportive of you becoming an actor and just taking over?
My mom from the get-go was like, if it makes you happy, then then do it. And if you work hard enough, you can do anything.
I like it.
And my dad was like, oh yay, do plays. And then when he realized that I was going to college and I was majoring in theater, and then I was going to London to study, and then he was like, okay, wait.
Wait, is this real?
Really? And I was like, I'll make you a deal. If I am not a working actor, by the time I'm 40, I will apply to go to law school. And he was like, 40?
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to give it time. You can't.
You have to.
You know, you can't be impatient.
And then it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
And then what did he say? You're right.
And now he's like, now he's proud.
Yeah. I'm just so happy that you're here and you're everything that I thought you would be, which is like amazing, and it's so refreshing and nice to, you know, see your smile and to see this journey, and you know, you love being a mother, and you know, and you really want this world to be a better place. And I really, really appreciate you standing up for a lot of people out here.
Thank you.
Of course.
So great hanging out with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can
I hug you?
Of course.
I hope you had as much fun as I did hanging out with these incredible superstars who continue to inspire and push the envelope. If you want to see any of these interviews again, just head to our YouTube channel. And of course, catch us on our socials, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Talk Stoop, all right? And I'll catch you next week.